Hey, what's up, everybody? Ralph here. So, in today's video, I want to go over Toluna surveys. All right, Toluna surveys is a paid survey site where they pay you to complete surveys. Now, I'm going to do a quick reviews. I'm going to go over things like how does it work, how do you make money with it, and also to finish it off with, is it worth completing? Because if you've ever done a survey site before, a lot of them could be very tedious, right? And some of them for a lot of people, it may not even be worth it. So in this video, I'm just gonna go over it real quickly, like things that you need to look out for, how you can make money with it, and overall if it's worth getting involved with, right? So the first thing when you get on their website, the first thing they're gonna have you do is let me see, let me bring this up. So you're gonna have to sign up, right? So they're gonna ask you a bunch of questions. So once you land on this site, they're gonna ask you to sign up and complete some questions. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna ask you things like what's your name. You just type in your name. You're gonna say your last name, and you go Smith. Let me see, date of birth. You can put like whatever. You just put your date of birth. Then they're gonna ask you gender. They're gonna ask you a bunch of questions all the way down to your email address, and you're gonna answer that. So once you answer that, they're gonna assign you a username, and then you're gonna have to complete a password, right? So once you've done all that, okay, they're gonna you're gonna come here, right? You're gonna get this, and this is what you're gonna see. You're gonna see your survey awaits. They're gonna ask you to start. They got a bunch of start buttons that you can click on to get started, and this is where you're gonna see this is where you're primarily gonna be at when it comes to completing surveys. Okay, so the main ways you obviously make money with with Toluna is through surveys. They have two types of surveys. They have profile surveys and they have longer surveys. The first thing you're gonna want to do when you get here is not click on the start button, because if you'll see once you click on this, you'll see, right? We'll click on it, and then you'll see what they say when you're doing it. All right. So once you first start, you'll see it. They say we're unable to find a survey that's right now. To help us find the right survey for you, please complete your profile surveys, or try again, or click below. Otherwise, you can also earn points by playing games. The thing is, Toluna wants to get to know you first, right? They need to know your profile. They need to know your demographics. They want to get an idea of like who you are, so they can start funneling surveys to you, and they can start finding surveys that are best for you. So you might, when you look at all these start buttons, you're like, all right, let me complete some of these surveys. So you see they have surveys over here for like under 10 minutes. You can earn up to 2,500 points, but you're gonna get this same message. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go over here where it says profile surveys, and these surveys, you're going to want to get started here because they're much quicker. So they have the profile surveys and they have the longer surveys, and these profile surveys usually take no more than 1 to 2 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna click on more profile surveys, and you'll see what pops up. All right. So what you'll see here is you'll see a bunch of profile surveys, and they have different topics about you: home and family, parents, employment, finance. And once you get started, you want to make sure you complete all these topics. All right, they shouldn't last no more than 1 to 2 minutes, and you can see that some of them even offer points, so you can see the points that they have under here. But you want to get started here first. That's the first thing you want to do, because once you complete these, they're gonna have a pretty good profile of you, and they're gonna have a pretty good idea of who you are and like what type of things you like, or get an idea of like what kind of service they should be feeding you. And you'll notice that once you try to get those long form surveys, you're gonna get that error message saying you should complete your profile message. So like I said, when you first sign up to Toluna, complete these profile surveys because they last no more than like 2 minutes. Once you've done that, then you can start going to these long form surveys and start answering their questions. And you'll see that here it says load more, and you'll see all the different type of surveys that they have, and you have them up to 3,500 points, 4,000 points, 3,500 points, and they have all different types. You could keep loading more, and they have a whole variety, bunch of topics for you to complete. All right. So like I said, the first thing you want to do, go to the profile service and complete those. They should take no more than 1 to 2 minutes, and then you can start heading out to these long form surveys. So how much money can you earn with Toluna? So, and that varies a little bit. It depends on how much surveys that you want to put in. Right? It depends on how much surveys that you can complete, because the way you get your the money that you get is through points. Okay, so let's see if you see these points under here, and it says about 15 minutes for 3,500 points, 25 minutes for 4,000 points. And this is how once you're going through these different, obviously the long form surveys are going to give you more points than the short form surveys. But you can see under here is basically the longer the survey, the more points that you get, and that's how primarily that you get your points. All right, and usually if you want to break it down, like say 5,500 points can equal about $1. All right, so you want to make sure you want to make sure when you're going through these surveys, you want to make sure it makes sense. You want to get the most amount of points for the least amount of minutes possible as you're searching through this, because remember, 5,500 points equals about $1, right? And usually when they pay you out, it's paid either through physical check or PayPal, right? So the ways that you can make money, how to make money with Toluna is basically, like I said, the first thing is profile, right? You want to complete these profile surveys, and like I said, the profile surveys usually around like 100 points. Okay, so when you're going through this, and you can see that they show the points right under. Typically, they're no more than 100 points, and some they don't even offer points. But obviously, once you're knocking those things out, you get 100 points. You want to accumulate all those points. You want to accumulate as much points as possible, because that's how you're going to get paid, right? So that's one way, the profile surveys. The other way is voting and polls. And once you go up the top here, you can see community tab. You can see the community surveys and rewards. Click on the community and then go down to polls, right? So this is another way that you can make some points with Toluna. They have a variety of polls that you can answer. They got quick votes, all these quick votes. They're gonna ask how many times do you travel abroad per year for leisure purposes. So when you go in there, you click the vote button, and they'll ask you, how many times, and you say, all right, you click 3 times, right? Click vote, boom, done. All right, and for that one, you see you'll accumulate the points, and your points are up here. You see 645 points. If I do another survey, let's go ahead. Do you normally take off your shoes and use your slippers in the house? So you're going to vote. Let's say slippers include a house and shoes. Let's do not wear anything other than shoes in the house. Click on vote. Boom. Now you got 660 votes. 660 points, and you can see that on the top right. So every time you answer, you complete these voting, you get 15 points, as you can see right here. All right, so so doing the voting is a quick way to accumulate points. It's easy, it's quick. If you're just bored and you want to knock those out, that's a good thing to do. Just knock out all the voting. So they have a couple of questions that's where you can answer it. So another one is Toluna community posts, right? So you got the community post. You go up here again. You go to community. Blah blah blah. Just click on that, and then they have this discussion. And the thing is, you can create a topic. All right, so you can create, post quality. You can create a topic right here. Boom, right answers and stuff like that. So this is a way to engage in the community, with the community in Toluna, and don't just create any topic. You want to make sure. I think you get points basically from creating quality content. Right? You want to make sure that people that are seeing these your questions in the community are engaging. All right, and the more people engage and they thumb up, they like your content, you get points. All right. Now the points vary depending on the quality of your content and how much people are engaging. But that's another way to get points when it comes to Toluna. Another thing is contests, right? They have contests within Toluna that pop up here and there. Like, if you look around, sometimes they have them here. They don't have any right now, but that's another way for you to get points with Toluna. All right, and then another way is also inviting a friend. So you'll see over here on the right, if you they give you a referral link. All right, you get that link, and then you can share that with your friend. All right, whether through email, you share that with them, and if they click on that and they join, then you get up to like 500 points. All right, so that's another quick way for you to gain points, with Toluna. And also they have games. Okay, so another way that you can earn points is like you have a bunch of games. They have scratch off. So let's say you want to do a scratch off ticket, right? All right, so the thing will pop up, and this is a scratch. All right, so you click on that, and then it says, sorry, you can't play only once a day. Come back tomorrow. So since I already played, they won't allow me to play. All right, so you get out of that. Boom, close it. Then you can also, let me see, we could try this, around the world with Luna. So they ask you to play, let me say refuse, whatever. Let's say play, come back tomorrow to win more surveys. So basically I guess I maxed out. So, it depends. Like they'll let you know if you can play, but there's games if you want to accumulate more points, you can play games, and they'll give you a variety of different points with that. So those are the ways that you can, accumulate points, because remember, some survey sites, the way you make money is that they'll give, once you answer a survey, they'll give you cash. But with Toluna, what they do is that they give you points. All right? And if you also, once you accumulate all these points, there's one thing you can do is like go to rewards, right? Rewards is another way, and you'll see a bunch of gift cards, right? So let's say you accumulate 30,000 points, which is usually the lowest one. And if you have 30,000 points, you can you can get your a $10 gift card to a variety of different stores, whether it's Starbucks, Amazon, Panera Bread. So I think 30,000 is the lowest. I mean, they had this 10,000 one for planting a tree in Uganda, but that's not a real one anybody would want. But the lowest one where you can actually get a gift card is 30,000. And you got Gap cards, you got Cheesecake Factories, and then CVS gift cards. So if you can accumulate $30,000 worth of points, you can claim one of these gift cards. You can also, let me see what else. You can also, let's go back to the home page. Yeah, they got sponsored content, profile surveys. Yeah, so that's pretty much it in terms of how you accumulate points. Because like I said, like most survey sites usually pay you cash, but with Toluna, they give you points, and the more points that you accumulate, the more opportunity you have to claim gift cards and win rewards. So overall, is it worth it? My thing is this: it takes way too much time to build up these points. Okay, if you got time to burn, then it probably makes sense. But if you've ever done a survey site, it takes so long to really complete these surveys that sometimes you have to worry about even getting accepted for it, because you're going through these surveys and you're clicking through it, and then you find that you don't even qualify for it. The one thing about Toluna is that once you're going through the surveys, if you click on you're going through the survey and they find out you don't qualify, they'll usually notify you right away. Some survey sites won't even do that. They'll let you complete the whole thing and then tell you don't qualify, and you just basically wasted anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes of your time. But with Toluna, they're pretty quick with it. They'll notify you pretty quick if you don't qualify for it. But the thing is, to build up all these points, it takes up a lot of time. But if you have nothing else to do and you want to knock out some surveys, knock out some polls, then it might be worth it. But to me personally, like, it takes up way too much time to get these surveys done. And the pay, if you equate the pay to the amount of time that you work, I mean, you're getting less than like minimum wage. Okay, but if you want some extra cash, this is something that you could do to keep you busy. But there's so many other ways that you can make money online. And as I was going through my process of searching ways for making money online, I did surveys and found out it wasn't beneficial. So one thing for me that I found was affiliate marketing. If you're looking for a way to make a lot of money, and if you really understand the process of making money online, affiliate marketing is one of the best ways to make money. So but yeah, if you're interested in doing Toluna, this is a good way. Me personally, I would recommend things like affiliate marketing and other ways, but for me, affiliate marketing is probably one of the best ways. So that's my review for today. If you got any comments or questions, make sure to leave it down below. Hit the like button, share, and please do not forget to subscribe. All right, so you guys take care and have a good one. Later.